Originally written by Joseph Kesselring, the stage play Arsenic and Old Lace became even more famous after the 1944 film adaptation starring Cary Grant, whose hilarious performance solidified the story as a timeless dark comedy filled with outrageous twists and unforgettable characters.
The story follows Mortimer Brewster, theater critic who discovers that his sweet elderly aunts have been poisoning lonely old men as an act of charity.
As he tries to manage this shocking revelation, he must also deal with the return of his sinister, long-lost brother, Jonathan.
With fast-paced dialogue, hilarious misunderstandings, and plenty of suspense, Arsenic and Old Lace is a theatrical experience you won't want to miss.
Don't miss your chance to see this wickedly funny show by joining us this weekend for an evening of laughter and mayhem on the Soli Deo Center Stage.
Visit cpalines.org/arts for your tickets. We'll see you at the show.
Welcome, thank you for joining us today. I've heard that there's some light-hearted moments in the play, but also some dark humor. How do you guys engage the audience with that?
Over the last year, so many people have asked me about this play. It is a comedy about two old ladies that are poisoning old men and burying their bodies in the cellar of their home. They don't think they're murdering people. They think that they're doing them a charity. It is a ridiculous premise. They also, have a nephew that lives with them who thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt. They also have another nephew who is on, the run from the police and travels with a German plastic surgeon who keeps changing his face so that the police won't recognize him and won't catch him.
My character, Jonathan, who's very much like the evil, threatening personality, I do get to bring a lot more of the dark humor to it because while a murderous psychopath is not generally comedic, you can find points to almost go heavy-handed in that it kind of comes full circle.
I found that this show, it was still funny to like a modern audience because the whole comedy aspect of it is all just surrounded by irony and physical comedy. So we've added moments where, they're dragging dead bodies across stage that are funny or falling and stuff that'll make more fun to a modern audience.
So this is a very fast-paced and witty script. I was wondering just what strategies Mr. Speck has taught y'all to act in this environment and this type of play.
Every day after each run and right before, he says louder, faster, funnier. It's been really funny when Mr. Speck gives notes. He's like, no, you think this is good. You're doing this and it's a mercy and it's a charity. You think people should appreciate it and you don't like that your nephew is poking into your business. So these past few weeks, we've been really focused on picking up the pace because the pace is what makes it funny.
Even though it sounds funny to say a play about murder is so joyful and hilarious, but it really is. Sometimes the most valuable thing a piece of theater can do is just to kind of whisk you away for a couple of hours from the stresses of your regular life and entertain you and make you laugh. And I really think that's what this play does.
What message do y'all hope the audience will take away from the show?
In James, it says that every good gift and every perfect gift is from God. And we're using these gifts, and it's not necessarily a biblical message, it's just a play, but we're using the gifts that God has given us to perform and to perform that piece of art to the best of our ability.
So in the director's notes that I wrote for this, I quoted Ecclesiastes, that there's a time for everything under heaven, there's a time to laugh. And I think that's what I want people to walk away with from this, is to have joy and laughter. And as we look at not just theater, but what art can do in different ways, whether it be music, visual art, dance, media, there's so many things that it can do. A lot of the things that we chose this year really evoke joy, which is one of the most fulfilling things you can do for an audience. If you can come in here and watch this play and I can make you laugh and entertain you for 2 hours and you walk out of here feeling better than when you walked in, then I think we've done our job.
For the people that don't know, y'all are both seniors, and I was kind of wondering what your reflection on this being your final performance for CPA Arts is, and maybe what CPA Arts has meant to you guys.
I've done it since I came to CPA in 8th grade. So being with that group of people every year, working on one project together has really unified us.
I've been doing theater at CPA since I was in 6th grade. The time you spent with those people, that carries with you so much longer than the actual end product of what you're actually trying to be there for.
Honestly, CPA theater has been my entire life. When I came to CPA, initially I was just I don't care about the school, I just want to do the theater because I saw one of the shows. That's why I decided to go to CPA. I'm getting to enjoy every last second of it, but it's a little bittersweet because it's the last one. And then, I'm about to flip that page to the next chapter, but it's I usually want to just turn pages in books, and I just want to keep on holding on to this one. I'm really gonna miss it. And we've had great mentorship here with Mr. Speck and Miss KJT, and honestly, I could not have asked for a better high school theater experience, and I know that my little 4th grade self begging my mom to be CPA would be so happy to see where I am now.
It's gonna be fun. Thank y'all.